My name's Colin. I'm Gordon's elder brother. Gordon's 2 years younger than me. We have always been quite close, particularly as little boys growing up. We moved around quite a lot as a family. We lived in Africa, we lived in England, we lived in Scotland. So we were kind of best mates knocking around as little boys. We drifted apart a little bit in our teenage years, I guess, as our interests diverged. But I'd have to say that he's probably a better friend to me now than he has been for 20 years.
In his early 40s, Gordon acquired a brain injury, resulting in his admission to a nursing home. Gordon remained living in the nursing home for almost 2 years. Gordon's introduction to the National Disability Insurance Scheme, NDIS, came about through a pilot program that proactively connected young people in nursing homes with the scheme and supported them throughout the planning process.
I first became aware of the NDIS when one of the managers from the nursing home rang and said, "There's a lady here we've been speaking with who would like to talk to you about possibly having Gordon access some support through the scheme." And it was at that point that we became aware that the NDIS was coming into existence in Newcastle as a trial. We didn't know what to make of it, so we read up, hopeful it would mean that it would be some other accommodation option other than a nursing home and some additional support for his physical rehabilitation. And the more we got into it, the more hopeful we became that those things would be available.
The NDIS enabled Gordon to take advantage of a rare vacancy in shared supported accommodation. Gordon moved out of the nursing home and now lives with housemates of a similar age.
It's a lot happier place for us as a family knowing that Gordon is not in a nursing home but in a group home with lots of care and lots of action and lots of stuff to do. Previously in the nursing home he was pretty much sitting there all day like many of the other residents. When we put the first plan together, I was a little sceptical as to whether or not they'd accept any of it. But speaking with the staff from the NDIS and working through the process, it became clear that this was achievable, and it was something that they were interested in going forward with. So I guess I thought we were being a bit cheeky to start with, but you don't ask, you don't get. I guess with anything that's new, there are obviously going to be teething problems. So the promises that were made initially, on timeframes, weren't really going to be realistic. We said this is going to take them a lot longer to do than what they've said, but we're prepared to wait because it will be worth it in the end. So it might have taken them a little bit longer than what they'd said it was going to take them, but it was definitely worth the wait. We've had the plan review a month or so ago. We've had the new plan sent back through to us, and some of the new things have started coming through already. Gordon's social and community interaction is far greater than it was in the previous plan. Sometimes I'll go over and he's not there because he's out, fishing or at karate or something like that, which is fantastic. He would never have been doing any of that stuff before, which is, I guess, a real positive for where he is now. The other really great thing is he's always around people. He really thrives on interaction with others, and I think it's a really good thing for his mental health and his happiness. I'd like to see some more work in Gordon's plan on increasing his mobility. I think mobility will increase his independence. So if he's able to transfer to and from the chair to the toilet, or to and from the chair to bed, I think that'll be fantastic. My advice to families looking at the NDIS as a potential source of support for a family member would be to not be scared of it, because it's a government agency doing government things, but go in with your eyes open, and if you can, get some support as well to help you through the process. That was extremely useful for us. It does take a little bit of time, and it does take a little bit of fine-tuning, but it's worth persevering because the outcomes that we've experienced as a family have been excellent.